What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we have some great news. As undefeated 3-division world champion, former WBA super 130-pound, WBA regular 135 and 140-pound world champion superstar boxer, Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, 27 wins, no loss and no draw, 25 big wins by way of knockout. He is 27 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. He has stated that undefeated lightweight, junior welterweight, Mexican superstar title contender, King Ryan Garcia, 23 wins, no loss and no draw, 19 wins by way of knockout. He is 23 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach, has agreed to all the terms that Gervonta "Tank" Davis was looking for to make this fight happen in December, okay? So we heard Showtime president of sports, Stephen Espinosa, who stated that Gervonta "Tank" Davis has exclusive deal and rights with Showtime now, okay? And that they were working on a deal to secure a fight with Ryan Garcia, and they were in negotiations. The problem with that is that we had legendary retired Olympic gold medalist, 6th division world champion, Mexican superstar, retired boxer, Hall of Famer, iconic, turned promoter and founder of Golden Boy Promotions, that being none other than Oscar the Golden Boy De La Hoya, who promotes Ryan Garcia. He stated that he had no contact with Gervonta "Tank" Davis's team other than Mayweather Promotions CEO Leonard Ellaby, and he stated that Leonard Ellaby can't move the needle. Then you had Golden Boy CEO Eric Gomez. He recently came out and he stated that they have not been in contact with Gervonta "Tank" Davis's team to get a deal done, and that they were moving on and they were beginning negotiations with former unified lightweight world champion superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is 17 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout. He's 25 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. So he stated that Teofimo Lopez was the target, the main focal point, right? Because they were done negotiating and attempting to get a deal done for Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Well, this is all conflicting because, according to Stephen Espinosa, they have been working on the deal and they're close to finalizing the deal. And today, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, he states, in going back and forth with Ryan Garcia, that Ryan Garcia agreed to all the terms to make the fight happen. Ryan Garcia himself even stated that, Gervonta "Tank" Davis was looking for every edge and every way out the fight possible in negotiations, for every advantage that he could possibly have. But Ryan Garcia stated that he didn't realize I was going to agree to everything. So it looks like we could get a deal done in December. They both put up, the looking eyes and hashtag December, as they allude to a deal being done. This is great news, because this is a big fight. This is a fight where Ryan Garcia is a big name, Gervonta "Tank" Davis is a big name. Now, when it comes to accomplishments within the sport of boxing, Ryan Garcia has accomplished next to nothing outside of building his namesake and brand via social media, but he hasn't accomplished much in the sport of boxing, okay? So with that said, this is still a big fight. He still has a big name. He has power. He has very fast hands. He goes viral because of such. He has almost 9 million social media followers. So he is, a big brand. But again, as far as accomplishments, he's never fought for a world title. So obviously he's never won a world title. You have to be in it to win it, okay? But it's still 2 big names, right? We saw Gervonta "Tank" Davis recently go back and forth with undisputed lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin "The Dream" Haney, who is 28 wins, no loss, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout, 23 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. And Devin Haney recently told Gervonta "Tank" Davis he's never going to fight anybody, and he'll be 28. He's 27 going on 28 years of age. So Ryan Garcia, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, he stated that Ryan Garcia is showing a lot of heart. A lot of fighters are showing a lot of balls this week, alluding to the comments made by Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, okay? So with that said, they were looking at December 10th, according to Eric Gomez, that they were focused on a deal and they were in contact with legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO and promoter Bob Arum. Teofimo Lopez, we know, is coming back December 10th at Madison Square Garden, New York, which is Heisman weekend. That's tradition for Teofimo Lopez. And Eric Gomez, he stated that that's what their focal point was. So now it seems like the attention has turned back to Gervonta Tank Davis. Hopefully this is the case. Gervonta Tank Davis, he gets a lot of flack due to the lack of level of opponent. Okay, big level, name level of opponent. This is a fight where he's going to be at a height difference. 5'10" to 5'5". To be so tall, Ryan Garcia doesn't have extremely long arms with 70-inch arm reach, but he still has 3-inch arm reach advantage over Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is a southpaw. Ryan Garcia is an orthodox fighter, very fast hands, power in both hands. And they both have knockout power, okay? So this is going to be exciting. It's going to be interesting and entertaining. The buildup for the fight is not going to lack at all whatsoever. And so this is huge. Now, what's interesting to note is legendary retired Hall of Fame iconic superstar, Olympic silver medalist, 5-division world champion, iconic Hall of Famer in Floyd Money Mayweather, who's Mayweather Promotions was the promoter for Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't know if they still are, but the storyline for Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya is enormous for this fight, okay? Because they have a rivalry. Initially, they broke all the records back in 2007, okay? They held the pay-per-view record. They held the gate record and for their mega fight, and they're big rivals. So the storyline for them, and it was trickling down that Ryan Garcia is cut from the similar cloth of Oscar De La Hoya. Tank Davis is cut from a similar cloth of Floyd Mayweather. So it was looking like that's a major storyline. But according to Steven Espinosa, they have an exclusive rights to Gervonta Tank Davis now. So I don't know. Gervonta Tank Davis leading up into this fight with fellow stablemate and lightweight star title contender Rolando Rolly Romero, May 28th of this year, at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, where he brutally knocked him out in the 6th round of that fight. Gervonta Tank Davis was stating that he was, done with Mayweather Promotions, and this was his last fight, and that it was time to take the training wheels off and focus on his own promotional company and career, right? So I don't know what took place with that, how is it playing out? But Steven Espinosa, he did allude at that time when he was going back and forth that he had spoken to Tank Davis, and that Tank Davis was still loyal and committed to Showtime and with the PBC, Premier Box Champion, founder and advisor Al Heyman. So I don't know if Mayweather Promotions is still involved, but after his fight with Rolly, he still said that he had the best team and he still was signing with Mayweather Promotions. But the storyline, again, would be huge for Floyd Mayweather to be involved in this negotiations in this fight. Okay, the build-up, the storyline for this fight. Now, I know people will look at it and say it's taken away from Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, but it only adds, in my opinion, to have Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya storyline added to this storyline. But with that said, there's still a major hurdle, and that's that Oscar De La Hoya has obligations and a commitment to DAZN. And DAZN, they cut the check for Golden Boy Promotions to stage their fights. And this is where Ryan Garcia hasn't been fighting. A big issue in not making a fight between former WBO junior middleweight Mexican superstar world champion Jaime Munguia and undefeated 2-division world champion, who is the reigning WBC middleweight world champion Jamal Lyons Only Charlo. According to Steven Espinosa and everybody involved, all parties involved agreed to a deal, but in the twilight hours, DAZN wanted to be involved, and Oscar De La Hoya didn't want to strain his relationship with DAZN, so he wanted DAZN to be involved. And Steven Espinosa and Showtime, who was putting up the purses and funding the fight, they were unwilling to involve DAZN. And so here we have another situation where DAZN is going to want to be involved because Ryan Garcia is just as big of a star, not as accomplished as Jaime Munguia, but he's just as big as a star as Jaime Munguia. And so I'm certain that DAZN, who's been, invested in Ryan Garcia and DAZN, and Golden Boy Promotions, is going to want to be involved in this fight. And recently, Steven Espinosa He just stated that he hopes that's not, a hindrance to this fight coming to fruition, that it's the same outcome as the situation with Jaime Munguia and Jamal Charlo, which is a major hurdle because after the fight is over, Oscar De La Hoya still has other fighters and other obligations and situations that he is going to want to break bread with DAZN and have deals done with DAZN. And so because of that, you have to ask yourself, is he willing to, strain that relationship and not involve them in this massive fight? And is Steven Espinosa and Showtime willing to play ball and play nice in the sandbox with DAZN and let them be involved? That's a major hurdle that's yet to be seen if it can be dissolved. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share the videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.